Hello, my name is Ben, and on this YouTube channel I document my own print-on-demand journey. Today I would like to talk to you about my biggest mistake in print-on-demand so far. As you maybe know, if you follow me, I started in November 2020 with my own print-on-demand journey. Since then I've learned quite a lot, and I share my learnings in my videos that I publish every day. But my biggest mistake happened very much in the beginning of my print-on-demand journey. Really just after I started, or just really actually before I started to upload my first designs. Because very much in the beginning, when I came to print-on-demand, I didn't, in October, let's say in October last year, I didn't even know what print-on-demand was. So I found out and then listened to all the videos on YouTube and did a lot of reading and checked all the websites out. And one of the things I always heard is that, if you don't have much time, what you can do is to outsource the design process. And that really appealed to me. I really liked it because, I still work full time, and I've got a job where I have to work maybe 10 hours a day or so. And it's quite a stressful job. But it's also on a decent salary. So I thought, I just get someone else to do the designs and then I just upload them and then I make good money. But well, it wasn't as easy as that. So, I found a good website, which is this one, actually, freelancer.com. I don't know if you know this website. I found it actually quite good. You get a bit of starting capital, I think $15 or so you can start, you get from them actually, as far as I can remember. And then you can put in what you need. And I said I want to have designs for t-shirts. And then I met, got in contact with a few guys. The very first one, that was a great disaster. And, all I asked for back then, and it was really my mistake. Maybe the guy was probably not the best designer as well, to be honest, but maybe he was, and it was just me who, I basically asked for a few things. So one was I asked for, just a motorhome, because I thought, hey, you have your motorhome image, and then you can just add a bit of text and so, and so I only asked for the vector of a motorhome. Well, looking back, that was obviously ridiculous because I could just go today. I just go into Vexels or pick or Placeit or Canva, and there's hundreds of different images, and I don't need a vector. I didn't need a vector back then. It was just my inexperience. So if you have a proper PNG file or something, then you can just create a great design on Canva or Vexels or Placeit. But anyway, I paid for these motorhomes. I think I received 3 different motorhome vectors, and it cost me, I think, $30. And I found that quite expensive. Looking back, and they didn't make a single sale, so that was a big mistake. But I didn't really learn from. Well, I learned from that a little bit. So my next approach was I get someone who can create me maybe 5 designs or 10 designs per day, which I then just upload, and then hey, the sales will come in. Well, of course, the sales didn't come in. So I found someone who actually who charged me, I think, $5 per design, and I think that's not necessarily a bad price. I think it's all right, even though you need to sell the t-shirt at least probably the design at least twice for it to get a payback, and that's actually not much. But as you know, with print on demand, there's so much competition. It is really hard to make sales if you don't have a lot of designs online. So I actually spent probably $100 or maybe even a bit more with this guy who made me designs. The designs weren't bad, and I'll show you one of them. And this probably wasn't even the best one. And it's all right. It's not a fantastic design, but it's sort of okay. Back then I found it really good, but looking back, I can do that myself now easily by using, for example, Canva or Vexels. And I actually never uploaded this design because I tried to upload this one. I uploaded the other ones, and actually one of them made a sale, but really only one of them. And I think he made me probably 30 designs or so, or 20. And when I figured out, it is pretty expensive, then, Yeah, then I stopped pretty much because I wanted to see the sales come in, but they didn't come in. So with that approach, at least not. And this particular one here, that was actually rejected by Redbubble, and they told me that I can't upload this because of recent complaints by Volkswagen. Well, I don't necessarily agree with it, but maybe they are right. Maybe it is sort of infringement, but then on the other side, there's no VW sign on there, and I don't know. Maybe it's too similar to the Volkswagen bus, but anyway, it's not about that. So I never uploaded this one, to be honest. But the other ones I did, and one of them sold actually, but only once, or maybe even twice, if I remember correctly. But that's it, And I pretty much spent $100 with this guy, and maybe only received $5 back for the sales. So it was a bit ridiculous. I actually liked the designs, but then it was pretty much my fault again, because I think he wasn't a bad designer, but I just left it to him. I think I gave him a few niches, but I didn't do the research as well. So I just told him, look, I think in the beginning I told him, do something for the vegan niche. And then I pretty much left it to him, whatever he liked. And he just gave me these designs, which weren't bad again, but they didn't really sell. And it was my mistake because I didn't do the research. And yeah. So, and then I didn't really learn from that. Then I thought, hey, I actually discovered Placeit. And I actually approached someone if he would create me designs on Placeit, which probably is not a bad idea actually, because if you find someone who's really good with Placeit, and creating a design is quite good on Placeit, so you could pay someone on the per hour, and you could expect, I don't know, 30 designs per hour. I don't know, but he wasn't really good, and I didn't really then was very interested, because I just thought, look, it doesn't take long, so I just, instead of training this guy up, I just do it myself. And since then I've been doing it myself. I've started to do the research, and the sales have come in. But honestly, in the beginning, I probably spent $150 just on designers, and I received only a couple of sales from that. So that was, until now, my biggest mistake. And well, I don't really regret it, because, it was a learning. It happened very much in the beginning, and pretty much through that whole process, I discovered Placeit and these websites. Because when you're just starting and you try to make sales fast, well, it can happen that you may make a few stupid mistakes like I did here, because I just wanted to kickstart this business. I wanted to be successful very quickly. I wanted to be able, because I thought, I'm not a designer, so there's no way I can create designs. So let's just hire a designer, and he will do it for me, and then I'll make sales. But it wasn't that easy. I think it might still be an option for me for the future to hire someone to do it for me. What I would then probably do is really to get that person to use Canva or Vexels or Placeit, pay him an hourly rate, and then expect 20, 30 designs per hour. And then it will be a great price per design. And if the niche is good, and if the person has been trained properly and knows what I expect, then I guess it could be quite good. But before that happens, I want to have a steady positive cash flow, which I will then use to basically invest in the business. And to do this, because I don't want to create designs forever. At the moment, it's just really to get the sales, build a steady monthly cash flow, which I will then use to make it a more passive income. Because at the moment, of course, I'm very actively involved, but I want to reinvest it and then make it more passive and really run it as a proper business where I'm not really involved in the daily design activities. And well, that's pretty much my goal. And then I only reinvest the money to grow the business, but the designs obviously that are already online, they will sell, and they will create the positive cash flow. That's pretty much my idea. But it was a good learning for me, and I want you to know that please don't do it. I think the biggest takeaway for me was that you need to understand how it works before you can outsource it, right? I mean, it's pretty much crystal clear actually, but I just thought it was so easy. I'll just get an experienced t-shirt designer to create designs for me. but then you really need to tell them what you expect, and you need to understand it yourself. You need to have designed or created designs yourself, and you need to know how the research works, and then it pretty much works. And I think eventually, I mean, you can probably even outsource the research, but then maybe that person will probably eventually then do it themselves. You know, I don't know, but so that's just what I wanted to share today. My biggest mistakes in print on demand so far. Everything else has actually run quite well, and I hope you liked the video. I hope it's a bit of a learning for you as well. Maybe you can take something away from it. If you liked the video, then please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on my print on demand journey, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.